Where's my Discord? Oh, it's updating itself.
Hey, did you know PHPUgly is going live right now? My phone just told me.
I've heard.
Speaking of which, I shall mute my phone. Look at that. I can sometimes be semi-professional.
Guess I should do the same. Boop. Light over here, I'm guessing. Where's the light? Right there? That looks good.
Boost.
All right, I'm going to start the music.
One, two, coming off the top, y'all know how we do. Listen, I'ma drop a freestyle you can cherish. I'ma send a shout out to the host named Eric. Yo, he's never on some average shit. You know Eric, he stays loud and passionate. I'm about to break it down for y'all with the clever song. Yo, shout the host named Thomas, cause he's never wrong. Yo, shout to John, you know that he's smart and quiet, unlike my freestyles, which cause a riot. I'm about to do it like this, cause the people love me. Shouts out to PHP, the ugly. It's called ugly cause it's not professional, but I'm about to come through and bless it with style. So let's do it when I'm spitting, I perfume the room. Yo, the segment of the show is called Doom and Gloom. That came from Thomas. Yeah, can nobody go beyond this? I get the mic and then I'm about to keep it like a promise. Yeah, and y'all know we fill them up with anguish. We talking about the PHP, the programming language. About to break it down, no exaggeration. What do y'all do for a living? Web applications. Okay, I can dig it. My words spray tight. They getting together on the Thursday nights. Yeah, when it comes to rhyming, you can call me the new dude. I spew true lyrics while y'all broadcast on YouTube. So let's get it. You know my lyrics are major. All up in the comments, they got plenty of haters, but they doing what they doing. Keep it ugly. We ending every show with the saying it's lovely. Let's go. Hey.
That was lovely.
That's a way to get the week started. Or winding down.
Can't go through another week right now.
Yeah, no kidding. I got today off and it was still rough.
Okay, let's do this. Discord, you guys ready? Nice, do it. Bucky's already screaming to do it. All right, we're doing it. Nope, we're not doing it. John, you gonna join us in Zencastr?
No. You gonna share a link with me?
It's in the...
I did. Tom's in here.
Yeah.
You shared it with him privately.
No.
Jeez, it's kind of mean of you.
There you go.
3, 2, 1.
You're listening to episode 262 on this day, November 11th, 2021. Thank you to our vets. I'm your host, Eric Van Johnson. This is PHPUgly. And with me is John Congdon.
Hello. That was a great intro.
And Tom Right Up.
Hello.
How is everybody?
I had the day off and I'm still stressed.
Well, why
you're
is
doing
that?
the show?
I'm car shopping.
Mm.
It is stressful.
CarMax, man. That's the only way to do it. You just put your filters in and be done with it.
No,
Well-
he's buying a Tesla. after last week after the
God,
show.
no.
He's definitely buying one.
I don't even fit in the Tesla that I could afford.
What did I miss? Was I not on the after show last week?
Oh, you were there.
Your daughter was commenting.
Oh,
She was-
Tesla. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I don't care enough about your opinions to like have them stay with me all week. So
I know.
you understand. Oh gosh. All right.
See, if you don't get the reference, you should hang out with us after the show. That's all I'm saying.
So it
Or
would be a
watch us on
Patreon
YouTube.
only reward if we could figure out how to do that, but it's not.
It's
Hey,
live
that's
on
a great
YouTube.
idea.
Just go watch it.
Yeah, that's a great idea. We need to do something. We need to do a show for Patreon supporters. I think we need to have them on a show. Just do a big like everybody join show.
Yeah.
No?
No. No. I'm not running tech for that.
Oh my god, you guys are so. Why is my light so bright? Jesus flip! I'm usually don't have enough light. Now I'm all bright. How's everybody doing?
Because
How's
you
your
keep
week?
buying lights.
No, I don't. This one came free with a little boom mic I bought. I bought a little boom mic for my little special project that we're working on. So I have a little boom mic for my phone. It's actually very cool. It's nice, but it came with this light, so I use it because my office is dark. So I could turn on my other light though.
I have my little USB light that I can tweak.
I know it makes all the difference in the world, man.
All
Yeah,
right, so
so-
Tom, you're stressed car shopping. Why are you car shopping?
Well, a couple reasons. One is because of the websites that you're forced to use, which is they are embarrassingly bad, and I think there's only like two, like car sales platforms that somebody out there made. Because like some of the imagery will change and the colors and stuff will change, but when you get into like the search feature, they're all exactly the same, like down to like just minutia details where you're like, that shouldn't be exactly the same. And the thing is like loaded with JavaScript, like, hey, do you want to chat to a live customer service rep? And here's our cookie policy, and here's our vehicle of the week. And are you looking for this type of loan? And I'm like, I just want to browse the cars. And
Please leave me alone.
every page load. Well, my tablet can't even handle the car websites. So I have to use my
CarMax.
computer.
Go to CarMax, man. I'm telling you.
No.
Why?
This episode sponsored by.
Why?
Because I have to test drive the cars.
You can with
You
the
can
car.
test
You don't
drive
have a
the
car.
cars.
You don't have one near you.
No, it's pretty far.
Yes, you do. No, it's not. I just
Yeah, it
looked it
is.
up. It's literally within walking distance from your house.
You're overestimating my ability to walk distances.
I can't walk to the front door. Damn it!
I can't fix your problems for you, Tom.
Well,
you won't
so-
listen to my
Hey,
advice.
My issue is that I have very specific things that I want, and the pre-approved loan that we've got is about $5,000 short of exactly what I want. So I have to call up the bank tomorrow and ask them for another $5,000.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't the whole moving to Colorado, you guys were going to have all this extra money to get all those things that you always wanted?
I know, right?
And that
Three
panned
18
out.
Three 18-year-olds. One of them's going to beauty school. One of them's going to community college. And the other one, I don't care. He's going somewhere. And yeah, well, I mean, now we have 2 cars and 5 drivers, which is ridiculous.
Tell me about it. We've got 5 cars at our house.
That's
not
insane.
that's not made to have 5 cars and one
Yeah.
and one motorcycle.
Unless one is like on blocks on the lawn.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so we underestimated how much it was going to be, and like when we started going through all of the features and all of the cars, we just sort of went, oh, bummer. We just barely got the number wrong. So, but I qualified for a great loan, which is nice, and we only asked for a specific amount. So
It's funny that you're complaining about car websites and how they function. We actually got to build the beginning stages of exactly this type of site, and unfortunately it didn't. I mean, we did our job, we did what we were hired to do, but
We actually did it really well, I thought.
yeah, but
Yeah.
of course it was micromanaged, and it was
that's you can tell by looking at these websites that 4 people were involved, and all of them wanted their thing on the website with no regard to load times or functionality.
yeah.
Like it's
Everybody has their own agenda, what they think is important, how they want to prioritize things.
yeah.
But unfortunately nobody listens to the other, and it's like what was critical to be launched was not what should have been critical to be launched.
Well, and so Colorado is also really weird. A lot of the car places around here close at 7:30. So like once you're off work, so are they. And they're not open on Sunday at all because selling cars is the devil's work. And I wish I were joking. That's why they're closed on Sundays. So it's a pain just to get time to like go to the dealership. And then I go there and they say, "What are you looking for?" And I say, "Well, here's my specifications." And you know what they do? They pull out a tablet and pull up the website. You go,
They
And
pull
start-
up CarMax.com and they look at what
They
CarMax
start-
has.
And we went there. And I swear to God, the woman who we met looked at us and said, like, what are you looking for? Like, didn't know why we were there at a car dealership.
Well, it's 2021. You typically, again, do your shopping online and then show up and say, "I'm ready for my test drive."
Well-
just walking into a car dealership, they don't know how to handle that anymore. Are you kidding me? They don't know.
Here's the thing is, I am what my wife calls fat. So, and tall.
You're what medical professionals call them. I say that because I'm a bigger man than you are. So
Oh,
it's
yes.
not even. I can say it.
So I go to these dealerships, and they asked me, "What are you looking for?" And I said, "Well, I've got these 2 cars on my list that I want to sit in." And they were like, "You want to take it for a test drive?" I said, No, I just want to sit in it and feel it." And they're like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Listen, man, you're 5'8". You don't get it. My head hits the roof. It's annoying. I need to know if this brand of car, because there's 20 models of it. There's the LS, the SX, the SE, the IV, the QR. They're all the same cabin inside. So I just need to make sure I fit before I decide on test driving one of them." And they open the car up for me and then just sort of stand there while I sit in the turned off car and go, yes, this is a car. All right.
So did you end up choosing one? Is that the deal? You're just waiting to go get your loan? And
Well, I had to get over one of my like internal biases, which is like, I don't deserve nice things. And once I got over that, I settled on an Infiniti QX50 or something like that. So I'm going to test drive that tomorrow.
assuming the bank gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah, which I think they will. I don't think it'll be an issue. And if not, we can pull from our savings to cover the difference.
There you go. So you had today off of work. How about the rest of the week, work-wise?
Oh man, we're working on a a system where you build a flow chart of actions that are taken and like failure states and success states and continue states. And it's like a fully drag and droppable interface on the front end, and the back end is a JSON schema that executes things in the right order and checks for values being set or not set. And what a nightmare.
It depends. That sounds awesome if you're only on the back-end team and you can agree with the front-end team what the schema is going to look like, and you let them deal with the drag and drop and all the front-end crap.
That's the goal. But I mean, there's like whole categories of software just to do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a headache. Is my video screwing up?
No, looks fine.
What is going on?
Tank is saying lucid charts, but that's for drawing charts. You can't use that for drag and drop, can you? Or for doing this layout and then getting the data back from user input?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you?
Oh, not from user input, no. But you can tie it into a database and get all your tables and get it laid out that way.
That's what I'm used to with lucid charts, is taking data you have and displaying it. What Tom is talking about is getting a layout and then being able to add elements, drag, move them around, and then figure out what the user meant by all their moves, and getting that into some sort of data schema to send to the backend for storage.
Yeah, it's a complete flow control system. It's not something that I can just grab a piece of software and then drop.
Hey, we made one of those too, John, remember? It was actually pretty good too.
Oh, you're right.
Mm-hmm. It was really good. I tell you, I am so happy. Like, I know we hire good people, and I know our team is smart. It's so satisfying to see them rise to challenges. Like, I remember these two projects that we're talking about specifically, the car one and this one where you had to drag and drop, like, let's call them objects around without giving away too much here. I remember specifically like the start of these projects, sitting around saying, I'm not sure how we're going to do this. Like, it's going to be like a lot of work. I'm not sure how we're going to do this. And then, a week later, it's like, hey, I got an idea. Well, what if we take this approach? And then a week after that, there's like a prototype together. And all of a sudden, it's like, God damn, these guys are going to pull it off, man. It's pretty good.
But the frustrating part, again, running a business, we delivered what the client asked for, but then the client is like, I don't want that. And that project never went anywhere. Like, we did all this cool work.
That's true.
And then the project just died on the vine. It's like, well, we got paid for it, so it's good, I guess, but you still want to see your baby flourish. Like, we did all this amazing work. I want to see it get used.
But isn't that like the definition of cool stuff? Is like stuff that you made that works really well and will never be used in production?
I guess I'd rather see it getting used because so much work went into it.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's being used, it means they will pay for additions and feature add-ons, and but no, it was not meant to be.
So I just spent, I don't know, an hour and a half. I fired up my Apple laptop. You're talking about buying a car. You know what I'm going through with housing. And I'm queuing up to be homeless here for about 2 weeks. Literally, like homeless for about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Actually, I think it's close to 3 weeks. So I know, like, my desktop, I'm going to have to pack up. I'm going to have to put into storage or, whatever. And I'm going to have to live off my laptop for a while. So I'm like, well, shit, I probably should update that. It's taking just doing a brew update. I haven't even updated like the other applications on the laptop. I just did a brew update. That thing ran for an hour and a half. I think it's finally finished. And I'm realizing, like, as I'm using it, I really don't like my Mac anymore. Like, I'm very happy with my Pop! OS system. it feels like all bubblegummy and like, oh my God, just launched a freaking terminal already. It's just, yeah, this is going to be a rough couple of weeks. I don't know. After 2 or 3 weeks, I might be back in love with it, but I really like my Pop! OS system. It's not the prettiest thing, and it's not like all these gumdrops and beautiful GUIs. But man, it's fast and it gets done what I need done, and I'm very happy with it.
I know you're gonna be technically homeless, but you're gonna find a place to stay for 3 weeks. Can't you just set your machine up on the kitchen table or something to get work done?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to find. I'm looking for places. There not a lot of places want to rent to you for 3 weeks. Even Airbnbs aren't like really big on that. I got 5 adults in the house I have to place either all together or have to place them somewhere. It's stressing me the hell out, John.
You should not. There are several adults in the house that you should not have to worry about placing. You just tell them, by the way, we're not going to have a house for a few weeks. You're going to have to
somewhere to live.
Yeah, figure something out.
I think we have very different parenting styles, Tom.
I know we do.
Yeah, so I'm really stressed about that. I mean, I'm happy because everything's finally moving forward. We had decided to move forward with our house that we're moving into because the people who were moving into our house, they were having trouble selling their place and getting the money.
Wait.
Then all of a sudden they did it.
John asked how big your 5 cars are. You have 5 adults, 5 cars. Sounds like you have plenty of room to sleep for a few weeks.
If you've got a place to park 5 cars, you've got plenty of room.
Back them all up to each other and open up the trunks. Basically, I mean that would be like a studio apartment here in Southern California. If 5 cars backed up against each other with their trunks open, that could be a studio apartment here in Southern California. But yeah, so finally everybody's come through.
Just live in the cars for a while. Just move them around every night. Have a new view.
Not interested in doing that either. I would like if I had one of those nice, what are the Mercedes vans? I would do that. I could live in that for a few weeks, but yeah,
maybe a few days. After a few days, you're gonna be like, all right, I'm ready to. I need out of here.
Hashtag van life, but it's a Honda Accord.
Exactly. So I'm stressing about that. I'm stressing about, like, again, not knowing where I'm going to be, what my internet situation is going to be like. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the show with you guys.
Again, the car is a solution here. You just drive up to a Starbucks, park in their lot. You've got high-speed wireless.
I may do that. John and I used to live that life, man. We used to work remote all the time, all day long. That's where we were.
You've got a 5G phone now. You'll be fine.
True.
You got a 5G phone? What phone did you get?
The Pixel 6.
Yeah, you starting to get those random headaches yet? And the COVID?
Huh?
What dark hole do you want to take us down today, Tom?
Oh, I can't.
I do got to say, I was moving on. I do got to say, I am annoyed with the fingerprint sensor on it.
Me too.
Why?
It's got the little hidden
slow.
thing.
It's slow.
The underscreen
it's
stuff.
part of this.
Yeah,
exactly. You touch the screen and not great. I mean, it works, but really slow.
What about you, John? What's stressing you out this week?
Me? I'm never stressed. No, I've got.
It's bad for your heart.
I had a couple of PRs finally get merged in. The one I talked about last week with password hashing finally got accepted.
From 2016?
Well, there's been numerous over the years, and this one finally got through. So that's a big bonus. The tax and billing stuff I've been working on lately, we did a end-to-end test, and it worked once the person testing got all their settings correct. Because it's like, oh, you need these environment variables. Maybe I didn't tell you about those. Oh, you need this data in your database. Maybe I should have told you about that. And once we figured all those things out, end to end worked great first try. And I was like, wow, I'm going to go hide now because that's not supposed to happen. So, and then today, Eric and I spent hours and hours and hours on Zoom.
The entire day, man. I'm like, hey, you mind if I watch you? Let's polish up the magazine and get it ready for publication. I mean, we both still have client work to do. That was like, I don't know, 8 o'clock this morning, around 4 o'clock. I'm like, Jesus, just send the magazine, dude.
But we did it.
Such a long process.
This month is out.
It is.
So we got it earlier than last month. So we're moving in the right direction, getting better at it. We did put the rough draft, or our first output of it, into a Discord channel with everyone that writes for the magazine to get their review. And oh my God, it was like, boom, oh, over here you got this and this and this and this. I was like, I finally told Eric, I'm like, I'm going to cry. And then after like 10 more messages, I'm like, I have got to go get some food. I'm starving. I need a break. So we were on the phone all day minus like a half hour for me to get something to eat.
You're gonna hate me because I already see a flaw in the one we released.
So the good news is redoing the digital is not
easy,
that hard. No, it's not that hard. We've done all the hard work. So fixing anything in the digital and then try and get it all done before we send to print.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you write that down before you forget.
Page 9, you'll see it when you look at it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I talked to 7 PHP in this month's magazine, but we can talk more about that on the PHP podcast. I won't bore you with it, Tom.
But he's got the best name, Karate, isn't it?
Karate.
Yeah,
Yes, he does.
I remember it was a few years ago. He lives, I forget where he lives. I know it's overseas.
He lives in an island named Mauritius. It's off the coast of Africa.
Yeah,
it's where the dodo bird lived.
Yeah, and I remember
not making any connection.
The PHP community banded together years ago to get him a ticket and flight over to Sunshine PHP. Like,
I remember that.
It was just one of those things. It was like, wow, like people came together and it just made his day, year. And now he's like big in the community, took over Voices of the Elephant.
He is the voice of Voices of the Elephant now. That is correct.
Yeah.
You know who we're the voice of.
Honey Badger transforms you into a DevOps hero by combining error, uptime, and cron monitoring into a single, easy-to-use platform. Stop wasting your time tailing logs and deploy with Swagger. Visit honeybadger.io today to level up.
Thanks, Honey Badger.
Thank you, Honey Badger.
Oh man, Eric, your video is driving me crazy today.
Why?
It's going to rainbow puke every couple seconds.
I haven't seen it happen once on your screen.
Yep, there it goes. Starts. Gets worse and worse. Boy.
Do we have any PHP stuff to talk about?
There's so much, man.
Didn't we just talk about PHP Architect?
Well, yeah. We've got the new issue that you're working on.
Yeah. No, it's release. Please pay attention.
Releasing.
There's going to be a test later.
So there it goes. There you go. Total ruined.
Oh yeah, look at that. What are you doing? What are you doing wrong?
It says it's something to do with packet loss and the codec you're using and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably the Mac I have running here. Those things are workhorses. Here, let me shut down the Mac and see if that helps at all. I swear to God, I honestly don't even know how to shut this thing down anymore. Where the hell is the turn?
Don't you
Where's the
just
turn
yell
off here?
yell at it really loud?
Yeah, I found it. Gosh, I feel like an old man all of a sudden. Holy smokes! Okay, it's shutting down. We'll see if that helps at all.
Larastan came out, Larastan 1.0, which is the Laravel specific version of PHPstan.
Why do we need that?
I was just going to ask the same thing.
I think it's aware of the magic methods and models and stuff like that, so it can detect when when you're calling something that it does exist that PHPstan doesn't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
But it's built on top of PHPstan, right? So if I know Larastan and I move on to another framework, I have the basic concepts around PHPstan to continue using it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then PHP 8.1 RC6 is out, and everyone's getting hyped and ready for that. All the articles are coming out for PHP 8.1 with all the stuff that's new and cool, and I'm really excited for it. There's my big feature is enums and new in initializers.
That one I'm going to like a lot. I can't wait to get on that.
Yeah. A lot of the other stuff I don't really deal with. Maybe pure intersection types I'll have some use for, but like array is list method, nah, I don't really care. Array unpacking, supporting string keys, I don't care. But there are a couple new things I'm excited for. And then, of course, it's going to have fibers, which is going to be the big thing everyone will talk about for the next few years.
It's still coming from everyone I hear talking about. It's still going to be. It's still in its infancy.
Oh yeah.
It's just laying the groundwork. Not really going to be something used.
I don't even think it's enabled.
It sounds like the whole JIT conversation all over again. I remember the exact conversations around JIT being the same. It's like, oh yeah, this is very young. We're getting there. It's gonna be a big thing. It's gonna build up to be a big thing. But
Laravel 8.70 released. I'll just let that number hang out there. 70.
So are you suggesting that they should stop trying to use Semver and just go to Calver?
I don't know. They should start going by like car model numbers. The Laravel CQ40, and the next version is the RS38. I don't know. But actually, I actually like this update.
They need the whole what were you talking about earlier? XLS.
Yeah, exactly. I like this one though. You can actually in your route definitions, you can put user permissions now. So you can have a route that says can update, can read, and it'll validate the way it does on requests.
I assume working with policies or
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
This is wait. I'm confused. This is on 8.1 or are you back to Larastan?
This is Laravel. This is Laravel 8.70.
Laravel,
man, I am way behind.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And there's a new flag for when you create a model or a controller to create requests for it as well, which is nice because I do that an absurd amount of times. But yeah, another release.
Another release.
My problem is that the documentation is updated so that these new features are shown when you view the 8.0 documentation.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no like indicator that this is a new feature as of today's patch. So you don't know that you're not getting it unless you update.
They need documentation like PHP has, where it's like this was added in
in
5.0.70.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would be nice to have a little tooltip or something for that.
Wouldn't it be funny if you found out that Taylor just does these weekly releases because we keep recording every week? Like, if we would just stop recording, he'd stop trying to annoy you and release every week.
Yeah, just to piss off that guy who stood there and stared at him and then walked away at that one conference.
I'm trying to move on from that.
Windows 11 got something
When
cool.
I see Taylor, I would have given him a piece of my mind. Fortunately, that's not a whole lot, so it was a really quick conversation.
I need a beer. Bye. Windows 11 got something interesting that I didn't know about. Is that Windows has the whole WSL thing, the Windows subsystem for Linux,
Mm-hmm.
and they now Windows 11 has WSL-G, the Windows subsystem for Linux graphics.
Right.
So you can actually run Linux GUI programs.
Not
on
sure
Windows.
why you would ever do that. Linux GUI programs are not the. We're just talking about it. Not the prettiest. Let's be real here.
The only one I can think of is Kcache Grind, which is
I don't know what that is.
that's the Xdebug profiling parser, which is a KDE native app.
Yeah, there's not a great alternative anywhere else.
Right.
If you've not used it, you need to. It's amazing.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Is this something you use?
I have. It's one of those when you're really trying to profile and figure out why an application is slow, you can turn on profiling with Xdebug, and then you bring this into Kcache Grind, and it shows you like a full call graph, so you can actually follow where your code is going, or you can get statistics like this piece of your code executed 10,000 times and it took 30% of the time to run that application. So you can start to figure out, I need to focus here to improve performance.
Yeah, it's a serious tool though. I mean, you're not hopping into it for 5 minutes and just browsing around. You need to really know what you're doing.
You can hop in for 5 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
It takes 5 minutes to load a profile.
Yeah. Well, any good profile is going to have a lot of data.
Following
That's
it
the
as
only
we speak, I'm sure there can't be a problem with that. Doesn't have a lot of dependencies. There you go.
Yeah. Now you got to turn on Xdebug, turn profiling on.
Well, I've never really used profiling before. I'm definitely going to need to see a lesson on that, because
It is.
I always turned it off because it was like one of these. Oh, this is a huge resource suck. So unless you know what you're doing, unless you need it, turn it off.
Yeah.
So I've never used it.
Well, every request is going to create a file, and it's a good sized file because it's recording every function call and methods and parameters along the way. It's not something you leave on. It's a turn it on only when you're trying to profile, and it's usually you set a trigger so you're doing it on a specific call, not turn it on for everybody and then try and find yours. It's like no, I want to profile this one call.
And PHPstorm has a profiling tool as well, right? Have you used that?
I have not.
No.
Oh, or does it not have a? I thought it had a profiling tool.
I think it just connects to the Xdebug profiler.
Yeah,
but it's not.
Yeah, I think that is correct, but
I don't think it's doing much though.
I have no clue. Never even looked for it.
Interesting. Okay.
I have.
I'm not finding anything in the settings anyway.
I have, for the first time in a long time, some real doom and gloom for us.
Yeah, great, because this show wasn't flat enough. Let's do it.
I have warned about this in the past, but the Iraqi prime minister was attacked with a weaponized drone the other day. It's just the beginning. Unfortunately, he survived, but somebody basically put a bomb on a drone and flew it into his house. And this is something that's going to become a serious problem in the future.
That is scary.
I mean, there's been plenty of coverage about like the future of automated weaponry and how scary and dangerous it is, but it was sort of like a far off idea. But now, there's these conventions for police equipment sales and stuff like that, and they're showing off, quadcopters with guns on them, and it's like, shit. We don't want that in the public space in any way, like whatsoever.
There's no need for that.
Yeah. And there will absolutely be a group out there that says it's their right to have a drone with a gun on it. And like, yeah, technically
in the Constitution.
Technically it might be, but I mean, come on, man. We've reclassified hunting to a weird level at that point.
That's it.
They
need the gun-mounted drone so they can catch this really fast deer. You don't understand, Tom. You're not a hunter. You wouldn't understand.
They're just flaunting their speed by being somewhat slower than a quadcopter. Just scary.
Crazy. Well, that wraps this show up.
No, we had talked about the For Privacy app a couple weeks ago, and I had said I thought it was going to be open source, but it wasn't. So this is like a secure pipeline for text messaging and stuff like that that's being built by Dustin from Smarter Every Day.
Destin.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He's the one building this thing?
He's involved. He's part of the team that's working on it. And that's what got my interest in it.
He did a big video on it. Right at the time his Kickstarter released. I can't remember. Was it Kickstarter or GoFundMe? Either
it's
way.
Kickstarter. Yeah. Kickstarter.
And he's got a big enough channel, so they've raised way more than he needed. But he was trying to get 150K, and he said that was enough to get them across the finish line of whatever they're building.
And they got 600,000. But it's like the app itself is like a paid service, though. It's like it's got a 1 year subscription policy, but then I guess the software behind a lot of it is open source.
Why? Again, I find myself asking the question why.
So
we have this already.
Right. The whole app is supposed to make public-private key easier for non-developers to understand. But people have been trying to do this for decades. I tried doing it at medical places back in like the early 2000s where they're sending email. I'm trying to set up PGP for them and teaching them how to encrypt their mail. And, nobody would do what needed to be done.
I thought I thought there was a perfect solution out there that I'm surprised more people hadn't taken advantage of. Was that Keybase? I thought Keybase did a great job with it. As far as not only handling the public-private key aspect of it, but also validating you're talking to who you're thinking think you're talking to by making them.
Do you actually use it? I installed it and I never did
No.
anything with it.
Nobody. Well, I have used it in the past. As a matter of fact, yeah, I've actually talked to some very important people through it, surprisingly, because I don't think enough people use it. Where if they get a message on that platform, they seem to respond. It's actually kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, nobody uses it, and I don't understand why not. It was a I think it's a really good solution. So I don't. Yeah, I agree with what you said, John. We in the tech industry have been trying to solve this for so long. I don't understand what they plan on bringing to the table and why they're going to charge for it.
I think this solves a couple different issues, not just the key value store, but it also has functionality for 2FA and for identity control, and it's decentralized or distributed network, end-to-end encrypted all the time. And I think they're just releasing the library for interacting with this system out to everybody. So I don't know. It is something that's been done 20 times. But it would be nice if like Signal wasn't the only option for a secure communication platform.
Yeah, but it's not just about communication. I mean, they went as far as thinking you're gonna be able to do this with all of your files, to the point where I could send you a file that you couldn't keep locally. You're able to peek at it or something. It didn't make a whole lot of sense, because as soon as you can peek at it or see it, you have access to the content. So I don't know how they are managing to deal with that. It didn't make sense.
It also has like a file vault for storing insurance cards and driver's licenses and stuff like that. With
if you watch Destin's video, it is scary. I mean, when you start talking about privacy, and he's doing drone footage of like storage farms where it's just huge buildings full of it's a data center full of your data, and how
we're going to circle back around on this. I'm sorry. It was horrifying the information that I was being asked for from loan officers, from realtors, from escrow companies, that they wanted me to email to them. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you honestly wanted me to send you my last 3 years of taxes, a copy of my driver's license, and my bank accounts to you over email? That's how you want me to get this to you?
Yeah, that is a terrible and slow system. Fortunately, funders like LendFlow now exist who don't require that kind of interaction and have secure channels for all their document distribution and management. SOX 4 certified.
Well, this is awkward.
No. It's very weird going through a car loan when you work at a loan company.
So where do I send that invoice to for advertising?
tradout at phparchitect.com.
Wait, what?
Don't I have one of those? Yeah, I think it's a cool thing. I mean, I'm amazed at how many applications exist for one thing and suck at it. Like, yeah, there's chat apps, but only for like this one protocol. You know, what was that? What was the old chat app that supported all of the different protocols? Trillion.
I used to rock the Trillion.
Yeah, and then ICQ and AIM and MSN and Yahoo and Google, and that's all gone.
Still a thing.
Yeah, it's still a thing, but like, I guess for the first time ever, you can do FaceTime on a PC to an iPhone. That's like one of the big new features that they announced. And I'm like, yeah, assholes, you could have done it a long time ago. You just didn't. You know, there's right now for calling my parents, I use Duo, which is Google's new thing they're pushing.
Fucking Google changes their chat app every couple of months, man.
I know. It's
driving me crazy.
And then, you know, I'm storing my passwords with something like 1Password or KeePass or, you know, whatever storage thing. And then my files are all on Dropbox. And it's like, I just want one interface for all this stuff. And I don't want Samsung or Google or Facebook in the line of communication in any regard. You know?
Well, the one interface solutions out there now are just like wrappers to all the web interfaces, which is another thing that drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
get all your chat clients in this one client. It's like it's called a browser. I can do this in a browser. I don't have to pay you $50 for that.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is everyone wants money for it. It's just like the streaming platform crap
for their time. Bastards.
It's ridiculous.
And we want to thank our Patreons.
Yes.
We have a new Patreon, by the way.
I saw that. I saw the Dropbox list get updated.
Cool. Cool.
And I've got some mailing labels printed out, ready to go.
I wasn't even going to say anything. I wasn't going to even put you on the spot. I'm very happy.
And I've got packages ready to go. They're going out tomorrow.
Cool.
I was going to send them out today, but there's no mail today.
There's no mail
You've really shaped up on this shipping thing since you bought a magazine.
Oh, he's going hardcore, all root for the home team sort of thing now, man. Look at this. Andrew W. Thank you, Andrew W. Old Discord hangout guy.
He's not wearing a Diego Dev hat though. So Eric is wearing his PHP Architect hat and his Diego Dev shirt.
Yeah,
John needs
a
Diego Dev hat because he's wearing a PHP Architect shirt.
No, we're just gonna move everything to the PHP Architect, man. Diego Dev is no, that's not true.
Diego Dev brought to you by PHP Architect.
Pretty much the other way around right now. PHP Architect brought to you by Diego Dev. Trust me.
Hey, I think if
for sure.
I think if you buy one more company, you don't have to pay taxes anymore. So that's cool.
Do I get Yahtzee? Do I get the trifecta?
No, you get to be one of those conglomerates that makes soap and cereals and car tires.
I want to be one of those conglomerates that make money. That's what I want to be. I want you to be yelling at me how rich I am and how much you hate me because I don't care enough about the planet. I want to get to that level, Tom.
I can do that without you actually getting rich.
It doesn't mean the same when I'm not rich. Come on. I've got to be the poorest company owner in the. Somebody was talking about that. Who was talking about that? Was it in our Discord or it might have been the PHP Architect Discord? I forget now. But somebody was talking about how people create LLCs just so that they can say they're the CEO of a small business. I'm like, yeah, I know. There's hey, wait a minute, shut the fuck up.
I resent. Wait.
Yeah, you get business cards too. Duh.
It's like, yeah, it's so true, but still, shut up.
What is that? The Facebook meme? I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
What? I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, okay.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, I'm excited for what's coming down the pipe for PHP, and apparently Taylor is working on some secret new project. Which
yeah,
I'm sure it'll cost money and be unsupported.
God damn. I think didn't he say he's only doing open source now? I don't know. Maybe that was last year. I don't know. I can't keep track.
Well, I mean, we saw his computer setup. It's a one-screen Mac on a like tiny little IKEA table. So he needs the money. He needs to get that full-on workstation going.
You know, some people just prefer to work like that, and they don't need
That's weird.
7
No,
monitors.
I don't believe that's true. And okay, I only have 5.
Do you really have 5 monitors?
I have 3 that are not hooked up right now, and then I have my 2
My
ultra
buddy
wides.
TJ Miller. My buddy TJ Miller just got an ultra wide. I've been wanting an ultra wide for a long time. I have the green light to get an ultra wide, but every time I look into it, I don't like what I see. And I saw this one, of course.
What's his experience been? Has he shared yet?
He loves it. Yes, he loves it. And he says it's worth every penny. And I want to get it, but I'm not going to order it until I have a house to send it to. Carry around a fucking ultra wide monitor with me for the next 3 months.
Yeah, can you deliver this to Starbucks number 347? I'll be waiting right in there anytime.
I'm gonna be one of those Starbucks people you see that they walk in with a tower and a monitor and a keyboard. No, I gotta have my Kinesis keyboard. I can't type without it anymore. It's medically prescribed to me. You can't stop me.
I'm also excluded from wearing a mask. It's medical thing. Stupid is a condition, I think.
I'm waiting for like the first like Major League Baseball catcher to say, "I'm not wearing a mask, man. You can't make me." Just catch with no mask on. See, catchers, they wear like a protective mask. You get it. It's a safety thing. I know you guys don't sport much, but it was funny in my head when I thought about it. And they can apply funny when too.
I followed some sports this week. There was that asshole in the NFL who told everyone he was vaccinated, and then the team knew that he wasn't and told everyone that he was, and somehow they're still allowed to play this year, which is, to me, is crazy.
That was Aaron Rodgers, wasn't it?
I don't know, some asshole.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, I'm gonna be cancel cultured for this. And I'm like, yeah, you threatened the lives of thousands of people and you lied about it. And then your team lied about it. And then you got COVID. And because you're rich, you got monoclonal antibody treatments. And you're acting like, well, it's not a big deal. Like, sure. Maybe we need to like put something in place to make it a big deal for people like that. Maybe you don't get to play the rest of the season, or maybe not next season either.
My favorite was there's now a meme or whatever going around where it's showing Colin Kaepernick was railroaded out of the NFL for taking a knee, yet this guy can continue playing after threatening thousands of people's lives.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
And we're talking sports, Eric. Aren't you happy?
And being an inspiration for idiots everywhere.
Speaking of masks and all that, my kids got their first shot today.
I was going to ask about that because
such a surreal experience.
Tell me when the tails grow. I want to know.
No tails, but they do have a 6th toe now.
Well, that's genetic.
They have a what?
They have a 6th toe on their left foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one toe for every camera pointing at them in their bedroom.
That's a deep cut. You have to be a long-time listener to appreciate that one.
Shout out to our old fans who get that joke. You know, ButteryCrumpet, speaking of our longtime fans, said he was surprised there's no doom and gloom about YouTube getting rid of the dislike button. And
what's that? They did that at our request because people are clicking it too much in our videos.
Yeah, well,
apparently broke something.
Here's my position on that. A, I don't care, but B, every successful platform I have seen has removed features instead of add them.
No, they're adding features too. They're adding, you can download videos now. There was all this weird stuff like different people can do different things now. We don't qualify for any of it because we're just not relevant enough.
Right.
But like I noticed on a couple of videos, and this drives me bonkers. I have the same complaint about blog posts too. But there are videos I see now that don't display a date on it when the video was released.
What?
I think that's just ads.
No, there are videos like that now. Like it used to always display, and now there are videos that display that don't have a date when it was released.
See,
I'm like,
to me, that's
really?
not a feature. That's removing a feature.
I didn't say it was a feature. I'm complaining about it. That's a bad thing. But they are adding features. I didn't have the list of features they were adding. I'm trying to rant a little bit here, Tom. Either get on board or get completely off my back on this one. You need to go with it.
I want to see one of these videos you're talking about because I've never seen one like that.
And then you know what? I think I just found one actually. Here, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send you a video
He's
right
thinking
now,
of Pornhub.
and you tell me if you see a date on this one. Here. I randomly clicked on one from my list here. Oh, I didn't mean to exclude you there, Tom. I'm sorry. Let me go back over to
November 11th, 2021.
What? Where do you see it?
105,936 views, November 11th, 2021.
I don't see that on mine. Do you see the download button?
Send me this.
Yeah. I'm gonna do. Let me take a screenshot right fast.
Do you
Tell
have
me if
YouTube
see it in
Premium?
I do. Yes. I do. All right. I see. You keep coming back there. I'm gonna put it over here. Tell me if you see it here in mine. Let me look at yours. See, yours is different. Yours is different than mine. See, you don't have the download button. I have the download button. We're not sharing any of this with Discord. Here, Discord, I'm sharing with you because I care about you. And if you're listening to audio podcasts, I'm sorry. Now, John, put yours in Discord as well.
And if only we could share our screens for the video podcast, that'd be nice.
We can't.
That would be nice, but I got canceled on that one. So I don't have it on mine. You have premium as well, don't you, John?
I do, but maybe you have some sort of plugin.
No, it's not a plugin because I get it on other ones.
I don't know. Weird.
My screen, my thing is very different.
That's what she said. But
that's rude.
I think I am premium.
And it's not on all the videos. It's just random. Like I can't tell you any pattern behind it. It's just random.
I see the date. I don't see download.
Oh, that's the other thing. You can clip. You used to be able to clip in Twitch. I think you still clip in Twitch. You can create clips now on certain channels in YouTube. So you can download it or you can clip it.
You might be a version ahead of us.
Yeah, because somebody, I think Tim did that recently with our show.
What do you mean?
Took a clip of. I feel like he took a clip of our show and shared it.
Yeah. No. I don't think because clipping is what I tried to enable on our show, and they were like, "Nah, you're just not that important to us. We're not going to let you have this feature."
Oh,
so here,
maybe it was his. Maybe it was his podcast that was clippable.
Wait, how's he more relevant here? God damn it!
Because
he's got not making me feel better.
Because he's got 5 episodes done. He's made 5 episodes, so of course he's already ahead of us.
Tom, you and Tim need to get together and do a podcast on beards. because you both have just fantastic beards.
I can't be that millennial.
You both are the classic neck beard, gray beards, whatever you want to call them.
That's only that way because of my inability to shave.
I have to say I did watch some of Tim's last podcast, and I just think it's really tacky that he's wearing the hat of a company he works for the whole podcast. Just
Yeah, it is a little
tacky.
bit.
I'm not sure why you would do that.
Is it a company he works for or a company he owns? Because I hear those two are different.
We work for our company. That's for damn sure.
That's right. Work our asses off. It's way too much work.
What I was getting at, and it's something that people forget, is how good Netflix used to be.
Oh, it sucks now, though.
It is such garbage. Netflix.
That and Amazon Prime is the same way. I went on Amazon Prime for the first time in probably 2 years.
I like Prime because
but
they have review. Well, there's not much there, yeah, but they have reviews for the stuff that is there. That is from like Amazon customers, so you can see if something is garbage before you start watching it. But Netflix was losing viewers because they wouldn't watch the crappy shows. So they used to have a 5-star rating where you could say after you watch something, it asked you to give it something out of 5 stars. And if you liked, if you gave it 5 stars, it would adjust the algorithm to suggest similar content to you.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, people aren't watching the shows because they're 1-star shows. We need people watching the show even if it's bad. And so they got rid of the star rating and they get thumbs up and thumbs down. That was it.
It's not only if it's bad. They're all doing it now. Hulu does it, and Netflix does it. I assume Amazon Prime does it. Whenever you log in, the first recommendations for you are all like their stuff, their properties. Oh, you're gonna love. They start ramming their movies, their shows down your throat, and make you search for the stuff you really want. I'm getting so tired of it.
Yeah.
That's why I watch YouTube now. I watch chess on YouTube like 6 hours a day now because I'm tired of Hulu. I'm tired of Netflix.
Do you actually play chess?
No, I keep telling you, got to teach me how to play chess. I'm trying to learn.
Oh, get a chess.com account. We'll play on there.
I do. I have one. Okay. I paid for lessons and everything, and I'm still don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Next time we get together, I'll bring a chessboard.
That is the life of a programmer, isn't it? I paid for lessons and everything, and I still don't know what I'm doing.
I had no idea. No idea. I on chess.com they have these I think they call them puzzles that you can do, which is all I do because I don't have any confidence to play anybody because I don't understand all the rules and I definitely don't understand the strategies. But I love the puzzles. They say, okay, here's your layout. You should be able to castle in 3 moves or something. And I play those all the time.
So are you sure you're not accidentally playing checkers?
Just do the chess.com lessons. Just follow through them. They're good.
This is where John says, my kids did it. They're great now.
They actually do
a new asshole.
They do chesskid.com.
Maybe that's where I should start.
Although they've fallen, they were way in love with it for a long time, and then they kind of fell out of favor with it for some reason. And the sad part is, I'm like, oh, I get a great discount if I pay for 3 years in advance. 2 months later, they stopped playing. Son of a.
Just get them to watch Queen's Gambit and mute it every 5 minutes when they talk about drugs. Because apparently drugs make you really good at chess. Well, so now there's no thumbs down option for Netflix either. It's just a thumbs up option. And I can guarantee that pretty soon they're going to be getting rid of that. But there's so much crap stuff on Netflix.
Darling Data in Discord. There is Darling Data in Discord asked, "Do you know?" I don't know why he asked John directly, but
Because we're talking. Young
do you know of
kids.
any games that are
Chill.
designed to get kids into programming? Yes. I'm trying to remember what it's called now. there were two really good ones out there.
It was
I will-
Scratch is one.
Scratch is classic, yeah. Scratch is actually classic, yeah.
Kevin brought up Minecraft,
I don't know.
and I don't know how that gets kids into programming. And
Redstone.
What's Redstone?
It's the core component of Minecraft that makes it popular.
See, I've loaded Minecraft, and all I see people do is all I've been able to do is run around and hit things and fall. I don't understand the point of the game at all.
You have to play it to understand the point of the game.
Yeah, you run around, you break apart a bunch of blocks, and then you get bored and you turn it off.
No, you explore.
You
Or
explore
you
so
build-
much that you get bored and you turn it off.
You build stuff. So the thing with Redstone is an and switch, or switch, a NOR switch, all of the basic electronics technology in or not electronics, but transistor tech
Right.
is in Minecraft. And
Is
so
it
I've seen
how
I've
do
seen
you
people
get
build an
those?
8-bit computer in Minecraft.
I've seen that too, but I've never figured out all I've been able to do is you gather wood and you get bored and you turn it off.
Yeah, you have to go down like you're a miner. You have to mine the crafting components.
So you just go find an ore gate.
You have to find redstone, which is the material that is used to make a redstone circuit. So that when you step on a certain pressure plate, a door opens up out of a mountain that has your secret base in it. Did you not mine crafting materials in Minecraft?
I broke apart a bunch of things and got bored and turned it off. I don't know how much more to make that more clear.
So you failed at the title of the game.
I mined a bunch of stuff, got bored, and turned it off.
Oh man.
Because nothing made sense in it. I was like, oh, this must be for 4-year-olds that just want to run around and do nothing.
That's how I feel when I play chess too. I just start knocking things over, and then I'm like, I don't get it. This is stupid.
I started with my kid in Scratch, and then he realized that you could go load a preloaded thing, like a pre-made game or something, and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna do this. I'm like, no, we're supposed to be spending time learning programming, but I just want to play this. So we haven't gone back to it.
That's just you failing at parenting, John.
There's that too.
Is he a crier? Because you could just give him Python.
He is a crier.
Oh, yeah, okay. Teach him Rust.
Then he can build the next Pop! OS Windows manager.
Exactly. Or Go. Go's super popular right now.
That's something they're talking about rewriting. That was in the PHP Architect Discord. Rewriting PHP and Rust. Which I thought was funny.
Rewriting PHP or what are you talking about? The one I'm thinking
Rewriting
of was the Pop. Good.
The discussion in Discord, the one I saw, was the feasibility of rewriting something like PHP and Rust, so that Rust became the engine behind PHP
instead of C.
Yeah.
Huh.
Were you going to say about Pop! OS?
I brought up that was another discussion around Pop! OS is rewriting their GUI. Instead of being on top of GNOME, they're not going to be on top of GNOME. They're writing their own, and it's being written in Rust.
Because God knows there aren't enough GUI issues with Linux.
Well, supposedly they have a lot they want to do that they can't do with GNOME, and
And
we'll see.
I know they've gotten some pushback from the GNOME community on the way that they're interacting with upstream. Like GNOME people aren't happy with them.
Well,
But
they're not.
I'm like-
It's supposedly it's not a fork of GNOME, so it's not. There is no upstream for them.
Really?
Well, I mean, right now the current Cosmic desktop is built on GNOME, so maybe there is issues there, but
Mhm.
their new desktop that they're rewriting is not a
Right.
fork; it's from scratch.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
It's been a low energy episode.
It's been flat, man. The whole show.
The whole show
I'm
has
still-
not been flat.
I'm-
Stop it.
I'm still blaming John from a couple of weeks ago. He took the air out of it with Copilot, and we just haven't been able to get the sales going.
I've
again.
had
Oh
had
my
one.
God.
I've had one good experience where I was like, "Wow, that was
We're not
really
talking
cool."
about Copilot anymore, John.
And then
You've already
nothing
killed it.
else. Then nothing else.
I had the best experience with it, where it wrote 20 lines of code correctly from a function name.
Interesting.
I
Mine
gave
was
it a
a test.
I was writing tests, and again, tests are where it really excels, man. But I was writing my tests, and it was like, check if this thing can be done. And I already had that test, and I changed it. I added a new function for test if this thing can't be done, and it correctly duplicated all of the code and then modified it for validating for a negative instead of a positive. And it is just so good at tests. I still bug my coworker every day with something that it did where I'm just like, look at it. It's amazing.
Yeah. It doesn't kick in a lot for me when I'm using PHPstorm. It does a decent job in Vim, but the binding thing is still a little bit of an issue. And I've totally stopped using VS Code again, so I could. It probably worked best in VS Code. I don't know, man. It actually works pretty good in Vim. I'll be honest with you. I'm not trying to sell you on it. It's not Vim. It's in Vim. You have to get the latest release, and it's really, really fast. I like it there. It works in PHPstorm. It just seems, at least for me, it just seems not to kick in nearly as much, and it just seems really slow. But PHPstorm seems really slow to me.
Maybe that's the issue. Is I'm in PHPstorm.
Well, I use it all the time. I mean, it pops up immediately for me in VS Code.
Yeah.
And oh boy, it's so nice. I'm waiting for it. Like we discussed last week, it really only knows about the current page you're on and anything that's like included in that page. I really can't wait until it has full access to the code base all at once, and it just knows what to do with your existing code base. That's going to be killer.
Well, maybe you can fill us more in next week, because this one's grown to a halt.
Just stick a fork in it.
Yes, stick a fork in it. You're dumb.
All right, fine. I'll put it out of its misery. This is it. Episode 262 is in the book. I'm Eric.
I'm John.
I'm Tom.
Keep it ugly.
Keep it ugly.
Keep it ugly.
1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. Coming off the top, y'all know how we do. Listen, I'ma drop a freestyle you can cherish. I'ma send a shout out to the host named Eric. Yo, he's never on some average shit. You know, Eric, he stays loud and passionate. I'm about to break it down for y'all with the clever song. Yo, shout the host named Thomas, cause he's never wrong. Yo, shout to John. You know that he's smart and quiet, unlike my freestyles, which cause a riot. I'm about to do it like this, cause the people love me. Shouts out to PHP, the ugly. It's called ugly cause it's not professional, but I'm about to come through and bless it with style. So let's do it when I'm spitting. I perfume the room. Yo, the segment of the show is called Doom and Gloom. That came from Thomas. Yeah, can nobody go beyond this? I get the mic and then I'm about to keep it like a promise. Yeah, and y'all know we fill them up with anguish. We talking about the PHP, the programming language. About to break it down, no exaggeration. What do y'all do for a living? Web applications. Okay, I can dig it. My words spray tight. They getting together on the Thursday nights. Yeah, when it comes to rhyming, you can call me the new dude. I spew true lyrics while y'all broadcast on YouTube. So let's get it. You know my lyrics are major. All up in the comments, they got plenty of haters, but they doing what they doing. Keep it ugly. We ending every show with the saying it's lovely. Let's go. Hey, shout out.
Woo.
That was bad.
It
Wasn't that bad.
You guys ever look at Rust? You guys ever try to code in Rust?
No. Oh.
Yeah, I don't need this distraction in my life. Dude,
Learning
it
a new
took
language.
so long to put the magazine together today. And we had 90% of the layout done. You know, John and I were just kind of putting the advertisements in, cleaning up a few things here and there. It's so much work.
You should watch that.
We'll get there.
You should watch that David Spade show.
David Spade show?
Yeah, what was that show called?
The David Spade show? David Spade. Like, is it a recent show or are you talking about something old?
It's an older show.
Rules of engagement, just shoot me.
Yeah, just shoot me.
Just shoot me?
Yeah, it was a sitcom that took place in a fashion magazine.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah. I did. I've seen it before. I couldn't recite the episodes or name anybody in it, but yeah. Why would I watch that?
To learn how to make a magazine while being funny. That's how I learned everything that I do from sitcoms. You know, I didn't have any friends until Friends came out.
Then you realize, hey, maybe this is something I should do.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to move into a $3 million New York apartment. And then I'll be super popular. And have weird interactions with my sister. Oh, your video got better, but it was going crazy for a while there.
It actually got better the moment I turned the Mac off.
No, it kept going.
Not
after
immediately.
that.
Oh, did it? Oh, did it keep going? Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you first said it, I didn't see it happening, and then all of a sudden it was like nonstop.
I'm gonna try to tweak these settings that the creator of OBS Ninja has, like a list of recommendations. He says it might have something to do with the browser that OBS uses.
Okay. I'm using Chrome, so I'm not doing anything weird there.
No, but OBS has a built-in browser.
Oh, okay.
So
you mean on your side?
Yeah. Because when it happens, it doesn't happen to the feed on Chrome. It just happens to OBS.
Right.
So I can. There's a couple ways of fixing that.
John, can I follow you on chess.com? Is that something I can do?
I don't know.
I can't. I apparently I changed my background on chess.com, and this is horrible. I can't see anything. What is happening right now? Jesus Christ, this is terrible. Where's themes at? Is there themes? Oh my god, I get so frustrated with this stuff. This is where I start to feel like an old guy, man. I swear to God. Like
Down
this
in the
shouldn't
bottom
be this
left
difficult.
is light UI, or I think you can switch there. Settings is in the bottom left.
That's what I'm in settings now. I have a background. Like I have a hip hop looking background that would look okay if it wasn't so bright. I can't with my life anymore. Hey Tom, I'm coming out to Colorado. I'm going to stay with you for Christmas.
Yeah. We got room for 1, 2 if you're comfy, safe sharing a couch.
Hey man, have any friends here I can live with?
Huh? Huh? No? Nothing?
That's what my chess.com
I think
looks
he's
like.
muted.
I don't know how to. Oh, here we go. I found it. Themes. Here we go. Themes. Standard. There we go. Holy smokes!
I don't see anywhere to add a friend.
Maybe it's not an option. Connect. I see a connect. Nope. That's
yeah.
not it.
No, maybe no. You're right. Wait,
It says friends.
Friends.
There. Yeah.
Find friends. There you go. What's your? Let me see by your email address. Can I do that?
Great
Nope.
question. Nope.
Yep. There you are.
There I am.
I found
there
you.
I am.
Add a friend.
Yeah.
I sent a request.
Oh, something just popped up. What's happening? John Congdon. There you go. We're friends now. Accept. Wow, you've played a lot.
I play a lot. What pisses me off is I finally I was like right up to almost 900.
You're at
And then
796.
I was almost to 900 and just can't win a game lately. I'm back down under 800. It's just like this roller coaster of a flipping ride.
Oh my goodness. I didn't realize you played so much, John.
I like it.
You got to explain it to me. Why have you not explained this to me?
I know you really want to know.
I've told you this a million times. How do you analyze? Can I just click through? Oh, look at this. Oh, look, your accuracy was 62%. That's not bad. What are you? Are you black? Are you? I don't know. I think you're black in this one. Oh, see, this is worse than YouTube, man. This is worse than YouTube.
You've literally played 0 games.
Yeah, I told that.
I don't know how to play the game. All I'm doing are the
All right.
puzzles, and I'll do the lessons.
All right. Let's play a
I
game.
mean, like I say, I understand. Tom, do you know how to play?
Oh my god.
What?
Low Tax died.
Who's
The
that?
the guy who
Low-Tax?
created the Something Awful.
I don't know what that is.
It's
Who?
early early internet culture stuff, but yeah, that's crazy.
I can't believe you're so good, John. You've been hiding this from me. This is amazing.
I'm definitely not good. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, we'll play. Like I said, I'll bring a physical board and we'll play at the hop stop.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I have a couple questions that maybe you can answer. I think I understand like most of the movements. What can move where. and I definitely don't understand any of the strategies. Like I've been watching these guys on YouTube, and they explain the strategies. Like, this is this opening, this is that opening, and I'm like, see, I want to get there. Like I want to understand that. Oh man, look at Kevin is flexing. Kevin,
yes, he is.
Kevin is flexing. Oh, do you have a score on puzzles? What's my puzzle score? Where do you see that?
So we'll go under friends, go back to connect friends.
My puzzle score is 84, or maybe that's just like the what
I think that's
completed.
It's a number of puzzles, I think.
Okay, go back under friends. You said
that's where you see mine.
I lost where friends is. Oh, here we go, friends. Yep.
Under connect.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see mine there. I don't know where to see. Kevin, where did you get that? Where did you make your thing pop up like that? I don't know.
Well, that's on his profile. So change Leo Ultimator to your username.
Oh, I get what you're saying. What is my username? I don't even know what my username is.
Eric Van Johnson.
Oh, is it Eric Van Johnson?
Yeah.
Why would I do that? Why would I let the world know?
My puzzles is 402.
Yeah, I still don't see what my puzzles are. Oh, 664. 666. I guess that's my puzzles. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've been going through the puzzles, man.
I see puzzles at 84.
Oh, that I see 84 and I see 664. So I don't know what the difference is.
Where do you see? Oh, up there, your stats. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, man. I'm down to learn. I mean, I'm not promising you I'll be able to learn, but I'm down to try to learn.
Yeah. Let's do it.
It's not worth it. I hate chess.
You know how to play?
I hate chess.
Oh. I've had bad teachers who are like, yeah, you lose. Shouldn't have done that. You lose.
So I do with my kids. I just tell them how mean I am. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm so mean. Give me your queen.
Flip the table.
You know, we played racquetball for about a year, and I finally beat John, and we haven't played since. So he's not like a.
What are you talking about? You beat me all the time.
Isn't that because your V exploded, though?
There's that too.
That's why I don't play anymore. That's another reason I don't play anymore. But,
there's also the whole pandemic thing that kind of stopped us from playing.
Oh yeah, lots of sweat and spit in a closed, sealed glass box, probably.
Well, that was afterwards in the shower, but that was a different thing.
All right, I want to get the rest of the magazine stuff done. I got to.
You got more to do.
All the social media stuff's got to go.
Dude, there's so much work. Are we getting paid for this?
No, unfortunately.
No.
Oh, I also got to pay that one guy. Got to figure that out.
That's kind of important. Yeah. All right.
But is it really?
All right. I am going to start editing. This shouldn't take long. That was a bad show, but
it was not that bad.
It was fine. It was just lower energy than normal. I wasn't drinking today.
I didn't drink either. All three of us cannot not drink. That just doesn't.
I drank.
Did you?
I have to do it before 7, so I cram them in between 5 and 7.
Well.
That's
not as bad as when you smoke weed, and you just.
We should find that show again. At some point, I'm going to go back through our archive and get funny bits out of our show.
That's the thing about our fan base is I love our
Stop
listeners.
saying fan base.
Whatever. I love our listeners and they're great, but they're not like the insane devoted fans like YouTubers get. Where they're like we're not getting art created of the three of us. And they're not like making their own best of collections.
Oh, I see.
Please
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, yeah.
Please don't waste your time doing that.
I'm still always amazed by the people who go through and listen to all the shows. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
God.
I couldn't do that.
I would never.
262 shows, an hour show. That's at best 262 hours. You know, we had like longer shows. We had way more longer shows than we had shorter shows.
Yeah, we used to stick to 45 minutes.
No, we
never. I've been pushing for like 30 to 45 minute shows because I don't think people want to listen to us for an hour, but I've been ruled out on that time and time again.
Yeah, our Discord population says otherwise. They'll listen to anything. We're gonna release a 4-hour cut one day, and just see like pull up all the metrics. When do people finally just give up on us? Is it
after 30 minutes? I'm telling you.
Hey, neural network. We're over 5 years into it. We were just talking about this. This was episode 262. So if you do the math, 52 weeks a year, average one show a week. We missed a few early on. We actually used to do it a little bit more frequently, but
and if you're just
it's
tuning
been a
in,
long time.
We've already ended the show. We're just chatting right now.
Yeah, this is the after show. You missed the. I want to say you missed the good parts, but you really did.
You missed what is technically the good part.
Do you remember? And we did it for years. I think, matter of fact, it's only been in the last year I stopped doing it and nobody noticed that we used to do like find a funny like a section of the show where we're all laughing and like that would be the opening.
Yeah, I did that. That was when I was editing.
Would you stop saying that? No, you didn't. You did it because I did it and you took over for me. And we've been doing it like from the beginning, from the first fucking show we did it, when I edited it and put it together. So. You're an idiot.
I have a new...
I swear to God, we're going to get together and like one of my kids is going to be there. Tom's gonna be like, yeah, no, I made that kid. No, that's my kid. What are you talking? I made that kid.
Yeah. Know their name and everything. It's Eric, right?
You drive me crazy, man. Drive me crazy.
Yeah. Or even better, I'll just say, no, I'm married to Rebecca. It's my wife's Rebecca. You're confused. For those who don't get that joke, both of our wives are named.
His
Rebecca.
wife is, yeah. His wife is actually Rebecca. So.
Alrighty, have a good weekend, guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Talk
Thank
to you
you.
later.
Yep.
Bye.